Hi, Jason Knott with CE Pro, and today I'm talking about wellness with Arthur James Jr., President of Progressive Screens. Hi, Arthur.
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for joining me today. So Progressive Screens has a very unique niche in the wellness category with its MagnaTrack product. Tell us a little bit about that product.
So MagnaTrack is an exterior screen system that's used to enclose transition areas on the home, extend the outdoor living area, protect from bugs, solar privacy, and also, hurricane protection as well.
Tell us about the wellness element of that natural light control.
So it really gives, more comfort, and depending on what the client is looking for, there's so many different configurations with our system in the openness factor or the shading coefficient of the fabrics that you can select to get more airflow, more solar gain, more privacy in the different colorations that you select from. So there's a lot of different configuration, and it's all based on what the client is really looking to achieve.
Tell us why this is different than interior motorized shade control that integrators might be installing.
So we deal with a lot of different elements, with the outdoor from the indoor. Indoor is pretty much in a controlled environment, where you don't have temperature changes, you don't have wind, you don't have rain, all of those variables that our system is a full, what they call end retention. So it is actually locked into a side track system, so the screen doesn't float or bellow or move around when it's retained. It gives you sealing on all four sides of the opening so that you're protected against the bugs and you have full containment with the system.
You mentioned some of the typical applications. Give us a sense of where these are deployed and what are the typical sizes? Is there a minimum size or is it range?
So our sizes range anywhere from about 3 foot up to 30 foot wide. And we can go anywhere from the 6-7 foot in height up to 24 foot tall. So our system really is in the span widths and the configurations can handle one of the largest openings in the market. Our largest span is a 30 by 24 that we actually configure, and that is a single system. Mixed into those, our average widths typically range from about the 12 to 24 foot and anywhere from about 7 to 13, 14 foot in height.
Give us a sense of the installation element. Does it require like special power supplies for these large systems and things of that nature? Is there any sort of special skill or need for the install?
Installation of the exterior screens is a little bit more involved than you would say for an interior shade. The weight of the system, a 20 foot wide system overall is going to range in around 250 pounds. So it is a two-man process for the installation. You're drilling into sometimes stucco, wood, steel, aluminum, where tools are going to definitely be different than what you would do for the interior. A lot more fasteners involved, and the weight of the system and configuring it and moving it around for the total installation.
I know an important question that's going to be on our reader's mind is, does the system allow for third-party control?
Absolutely. With our different motor suppliers, Simu is one of our motor suppliers, same as Solfi. So they have all their integration that most people are familiar with. Another motor of choice is our Gaposa motor. They have some great integration with the new Linkit, which links into your Control 4, Lutron, Crestron, Savant, all of your major brands of your integration. Also, both motor options have your hubs that you can control them on your cell phone, tablet, link it into Google Alexa. So there is definitely plenty of integration options along with all of our motors.
What's the best way for an integrator to demo or showcase the product to his client?
To be honest, in a full demo, the thing that makes MagnaTrack and Progressive Screens different is our track. It is a fully patented track system that allows the inner track to free float inside. So it accommodates for contraction of the fabric material in high wind conditions where you have that pressure bellowing against the screen, where that inner track moves in and out upwards of a ½ an inch per side. It has neodymium magnets that are locked in internally into the inner track and the track housing. So it free floats multi-dimensionally, and you can just insert the track, have that free floating motion inside. You can remove it, and if there's any out of square openings, it's one of the only systems in the world that self-adjusts and also self-corrects. And that's really our claim to fame, leading this industry in innovation, is the movement of the MagnaTrack, and it's been the big game changer of the industry, because the service calls on fixed track systems in the market is tremendous. And I was actually building a zipper product for almost 20 years prior to developing and launching the MagnaTrack. And since that time, 98% or more of the service calls are actually eliminated. And the biggest thing for our clients is when they sell a product, they're selling a high-end product. Our average price points go from around $2,500 to, in our hurricane screen, maybe $10,000 a unit for a massive system. So the client wants to have a product that's going to perform when they want to perform it, when they're having a party, when they're wanting to protect themselves against bugs or privacy against neighbors. And, the service issues are almost eliminated.
I think that's music to the ears of the integrator. You not only have the engineering there, but the elimination of the service calls and the installation, and it's impressive. One last question. We're in the middle of this COVID-19 pandemic. Have you seen any sort of change in demand for the MagnaTrack and these wellness and these outdoor living space solutions during the pandemic?
I hate to say it, but I think, COVID has really been good for the home improvement industry. No matter really what it is, anything to do with the home, because the clients are staying home. They're not traveling as much. They're not taking the big family vacation. So they're putting money back into their home. The outdoor lifestyle is a huge enhancement, to be outside, to be with the family, to be able to barbecue or cook, outside and have that extended living area. So it has enhanced our business tremendously. Sales are up. We're record setting every month. Between that and just the performance of the MagnaTrack, I think the combination of the two, is really been good for us through this whole time.
Well, congratulations, Arthur James Jr., Progressive Screens. Thanks for joining CE Pro today.
Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.